Lately, I've been playing a lot of Epic Party, which is Mario Party but on Roblox. Out of the maybe 6 to 7 games I've played, I've gotten top 3 twice. Not bad on the surface, but it gets a lot worse when you realize I wasn't even close to winning any of those times. This round was going to be different. With a 400 Robux prize on the line, I was going to do everything to try and win. Nothing too special happened round 1, the only notable thing being the fact that everyone won the first minigame. If I wanted a chance at winning the whole thing, I was going to need every single minigame victory I could get. Even just one little mistake could cost me my chances at the minigame bonus crystal. Round 2 is where we start to see who's a real threat. Nothing skips right by the crystal in favor of buying a couple bear traps at the nearest shop, leading to Peter Griffin himself buying the first crystal. Afterwards, Sally steals coins from 4 different people en route to obtaining the second crystal. 3 people got on the board to end the round out, just as I was chosen as the first controller. Dreadful performance aside, we head into round 3. My arch nemesis of the game, for reasons you'll see later, gained over 100 coins in a single turn, landing just short of the crystal. Everyone else seems to be struggling for coins, as I land on one of my many red spaces of the game. Peter gets his second crystal as early as round 3, just as we see both Hyperion and Friendly get on the board as well. Nothing's evil plan continues to unfold, going through the shop for a second time already. Everyone else seemed to be getting very unlucky, as I finally got my first crystal, and landed on another red. Sally, everyone's enemy after stealing all of their coins, jumps into first place after getting their second crystal, and even receiving coins from this game's Bowser. Friendly doesn't skip a beat and takes that lead right back. It's worth noting that Friendly has won the most epic parties by a wide margin, given the fact that he's the one hosting them most of the time. Going into this next minigame, I knew it was going to matter a lot, not only because I wanted to try and secure that fabled minigame crystal, but because this was the first minigame so far where everyone couldn't win. There would only be 3 winners. And I managed to do it! Unfortunately, so did nothing. It was going to be a battle between the 2 of us to see who could win the most minigames. Not much seemed to happen the next 2 rounds, both on the board and in the minigames. This was partly thanks to the bear traps I got placed on the board. Round 7 started off pretty well. I got off of the pretty poor position I was in, and I actually got pretty close to the crystal, albeit Hyperion was the one to snag it. The board became even more rampant with bear traps, just as we won yet another minigame. The board was a minefield infested with these bear traps that loved to cut your rolls short. I take the left path here, despite the fact that I don't get too far, for one main reason: the teleporter. I had just enough coins to afford both it and another crystal. And look at that! The next crystal spawned right in front of me. As I scoped the players around me on the map, I noticed just one little problem. Nothing was on the same path as me. If he had a trap shield, he'd be able to tank my bear trap and steal the crystal right in front of me. It became especially worrisome once the second crystal spawned right in front of him too. Nothing was about to take the lead and have a teleporter to get a 4th crystal. This round might be over. Unless the game gives me an incredible spurt of luck and I get launched right in front of the next crystal. I could still win this. I take my time thinking about which path to take here, and it unironically ends up being a decision that would decide whether I won or not, just as I land on another red tile. Sally gets his third crystal, just as Friendly manages to afford one last teleporter. I get chosen as the controller again, which I cannot even begin to explain to you how lucky that is. Before this game, I had never been chosen as the controller during an epic party before. Now, in this single game, it had happened twice, essentially handing me 2 free wins. And the best part about this time around, I managed to kill Noth. As we went into the final round, I stared down the barrel of 2 crystals ahead of me, and I made my first mistake of the game. Instead of just rolling the dice and buying the both of them, I use my teleporter and only get one of the crystals. It's such a stupid decision in hindsight. I can't even believe I let it happen. Like, I just didn't know that the zipline would take me to that second crystal. That could end up costing me the entire game. Going into the final minigame, 4 people had 3 crystals, and 2 people had 4. If you win the last minigame, you get rewarded with an extra crystal, so there's an extra incentive to try your hardest. I do it in no time, bringing my total up to 4 crystals. But guess who didn't manage to win? That's right, nothing. We now had the same amount of crystals going into the bonus section, with only 1 player ahead of us. Had I done enough to secure the bonuses I needed, or was that fumble going to cost me the entire game? Bang! That was my token to victory the entire time. It wasn't the minigames, it wasn't that near fumble on the final round, it was the decision beforehand to choose to go right and land on that final red space. Without that, I would have lost. Thank you so much for watching.